Couple of last things to wrap up. We already talked about every state is different, so make sure you look at the state laws. Just don't make a lot of assumptions. Most of the states are going to allow local taxes. There are 14 states that have either no local tax or very few, and we've got a chart there on our site, our rate chart. And luckily, most of the states require the localities to follow the same taxability rules as the state. But there are some differences when we look at things like food and drugs. Manufacturing is another one where you might have a different taxability at a state and a local level. Where you run into more problems is when we get into home rule jurisdictions. Those are Alabama, Arizona, Colorado, Illinois, and Idaho, where they are a mix. So some of the localities are administered by the state and some of them are self-administered. Of those, Colorado is the main one that you have to worry about the taxability differences. And then we have two states, Alaska and Louisiana, that you only file state tax with Louisiana, and all of the locals are separately filed with the parishes. And Alaska has no state level tax, just has local taxes. For remote sellers, there are a couple of states that have some special programs. Alaska has their remote seller sales tax commission. You determine nexus at the state level, and then you collect for all of the participating locals if you have nexus. If you have physical presence, you're going to register with that locality, but the rest you can file under remote seller. Colorado has their SUT system. So this is a centralized system for state administered and many, but not all of the home rule authorities, and the home rule authorities are not required to participate. Louisiana has the Sales and Use Tax Commission for remote sellers. If you have no physical presence anywhere in Louisiana, I encourage you to use this instead of the registration with individual localities. So you would collect the actual true rate and follow the taxability rules of each of the localities for that. Alabama has their simplified seller's use tax, which is a flat 8% rate. You remit that to the state. You don't have to worry about registering with all of the localities. And then Texas also for remote sellers has a single local use tax rate that's currently 1.75 added to the state 6.25. And you can choose to use that or not. So you cannot have physical presence there to have that.